Luna is a piece of software to help with reinforcing information from lessons, revision and assessments, and preparing for presentations. You can access Luna through the web app in a browser or on a mobile phone or tablet. In Luna, you can create collections to manage your flashcards and organise them by module, lesson, exam, presentation, and much more. Create flashcards manually or generate cards with AI from your notes, learning materials, or academic articles. Set scheduling options and use smart scheduling to have Luna suggest when to review your flashcards, and access revision resources to learn new study skills and strategies. When getting started with Luna, the first thing we're going to look at is the settings. In the Luna settings, you can see the name and email associated with your account. You can also change your password here and add any additional information about your studies that you would like to. In the Smart Scheduling tab, you can choose the length of the intervals for Luna's Smart Scheduling. Choosing shorter intervals will mean that Luna will suggest you review your flashcards more frequently. It may be useful to set longer intervals if you're not actively revising, or shorter intervals if you're heading into exam season. In the Support and Legal tab, you can find a link to the Luna Support Centre, Terms of Use and Privacy Policy. Returning to the Collections homepage, this is where you can view all of your flashcard collections and organise them by scheduled, unscheduled, and completed. We can have a look at creating a new flashcard collection by clicking New Collection. Here you can choose a collection name, a colour theme, and review the scheduling for this collection. It may be useful to give your flashcard collection a name that's related to a topic or a module that you're studying. You can choose a colour theme for your collection, and more choices are available. You can view these by clicking and dragging the bar under the colour options. You can then choose your scheduling options. No scheduling can be useful if you're not currently in an exam period or are just looking to put together your notes as flashcards after your lessons, lectures, or seminars. If you're using smart scheduling, Luna will suggest when next to look at your flashcards. This is based off when you last looked at them, your confidence score with the material, and when the deadline is. Or you can use custom scheduling, which allows you to pick the days you would like to review your flashcards on. Or you can choose increasing intervals, which doubles the amount of time in between each flashcard review. For example, if you wanted to view your flashcards on a Wednesday and a Friday, you'd select them like this. If you're using smart scheduling or custom scheduling, it's recommended to set a start and end date for each of your flashcard collections to help you get the most out of the scheduling features. Once you're happy with your settings, you can click Create Collection to create the collection. From here, we can have a look at creating some flashcards. You can choose to create cards manually or generate flashcards with AI. When creating flashcards manually, Luna will give you the opportunity to write a question and an answer for each flashcard. You can type in the information to the question and answer. It may be useful here to look at the requirements for your exam or course to see how information should be presented for these questions. You can also choose to have your question displayed as a true or false statement. Once you're happy with the flashcard, you can either click Save and add another, or click Save Card to return to your collection. You can also get Luna to generate your flashcards using AI. Luna can also generate flashcards for you using AI. Simply type or copy and paste content into Luna. You won't need to reformat your content. When you've added everything you would like to, click Next in the top right-hand corner. Then you can review the insights taken from your text. You can edit your insights, add new insights, and turn off anything that you wouldn't like added to your flashcards. Once you're happy with your insights, you can click Next in the top right-hand corner. Here you can view the flashcards created. You can choose to set all of your flashcards to true or false, or question and answer formats. You can also set this manually for each flashcard. When reviewing the flashcards created, consider your learning goals. You can review the flashcards, edit to add any additional information you would like, and turn off any flashcards you don't want to be added to your collection. Once you've reviewed all your flashcards, click Create Cards to add them all to your flashcard collection. Now that we've added some flashcards, we can look at reviewing them. Click Review All and then Start Review. In each review, you will be shown the question first, and then you can click Reveal or press the Enter key on your keyboard to see the answer. Then you can assign a confidence score based on how confident you feel with the material, with 1 star being not very confident at all, and 3 stars being very confident. The review will continue until you've looked at all the flashcards in your collection. If you're using smart scheduling, flashcards that you're less confident with will appear more often. Once you've completed your review, we will get shown an overview of how you've done. You'll get an opportunity to retake any cards you didn't get right and see a confidence score for the entire collection. Click Finish to return to all collections. From here, you can add more cards to your collections, see how many flashcards are contained in your collections, see what your scheduling is set to, see an overview of your confidence score, and when you might want to next review your flashcards. If we go into the collection that we've just reviewed, we can see that each card, if I click on it, has a confidence rating of its own and options to edit or delete the individual flashcard. On going back into the collection, I can now have a look at what's contained in the tabs in the top left-hand side. If I click on the Info tab, I can see my total collection confidence and what my scheduling is set to, including the next recommended review of this collection. This can be useful for time blocking when you will look at your collections. In the Settings tab, I can edit any of the information about the collection. I can mark it as completed, change the name, theme, or scheduling at any point. When returning to all collections, the next thing to have a look at is the revision resources. This will take us to the Learner Resources website. Here we can look at articles written by experts and find information about new study skills and strategies. You can navigate using the menu in the top left-hand corner or by clicking on the search bar. In the top right-hand corner is an accessibility widget where you can change the colours, text size, and legibility of fonts. You can explore topics such as revision techniques or managing revision and click on individual articles to view their content. Each article will have a summary at the top detailing the steps or subtopics of the article. You can click Listen to this article at the bottom of the page to listen to an audio version of the content. And that's an overview of Luna. If you have any questions, check out our support centre linked in the Luna settings.